Hello, in this video I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about Talaxy and specifically the ability for Talaxy for us to hold parental consultations. At Uscal Areas this year, as you know, we will be unable to host parent evenings in school. We will therefore be using the parent consultation video conference application within Talaxy. If you've not already registered for Talaxy, then it is imperative that you do so. And if you want to find more information about registering, please navigate to the Areas homepage, school homepage. And if you scroll to the bottom, you'll find the registration video there. That will take you through the process in registration, and that will allow you access to the Talaxy application. In order to take part in a parental consultation, you will need the following prerequisites. You will need an internet connection and a web browser, and we found that Google Chrome works particularly well for Talaxy applications. You can use a computer, a laptop, a phone, or a tablet, but you will need a speaker, a microphone, and a webcam. This will allow you to have the interaction with the staff members that teach your son or daughter. You can use 4G or Wi-Fi. What you will find, though, with a 4G device is that connections to your teacher will be slightly slower than on Wi-Fi. So, please navigate to the Talaxy application, ehs.talaxy.app, and click on the login button in the usual way. You will then be able to log in using your email address and password, but if you haven't registered, then please look at the registration video on the Areas homepage, go through the registration process, and then log in. Once logged in, you will see a screen very much similar to this, whether you're on a laptop, a desktop, or on a phone, and you're looking for the tab that's marked Parents' Evenings. You will know that a Parents' Evening has been scheduled for your son or daughter, given that there will be a number there. The 1 means that there is one Parents' Evening awaiting for you to book. Once you click on the Parents' Evening tab, you'll be taken through and you'll be able to see all the teachers that teach your son or daughter and their availability. You can scroll left to right, up and down, and you'll be able to see all the available time slots that are able for you to book. If you wish to book a slot, all you need to do is click on the time slot that you want underneath the teacher you wish to speak to. Sometimes a number of teachers teach one subject, and in that case, you can speak to your son and daughter regarding who it is they should speak to, or if you're still unsure, please contact the school's head of learning. Once you've clicked on a slot that you wish, that will turn green and a picture of your son or daughter will appear, along with their name, your name, and the subject that they're going to be talking about in the consultation. Obviously, we know that things change between booking and the Parents' Evening, and up until 24 hours before the Parents' Evening, you will be able to change any slots that you need to. If you re-click on any of the green allocated slots that you've made, this will appear, and it will give you the option to either reallocate that slot or start a video call, which we'll talk about later. If you click on the red button, reallocate, your initial booking will disappear off the screen and you'll be able to click on any other available booking. Please make sure that the staff member does have available bookings if you are going to reallocate first. When it comes to the Parents' Evening itself, please make sure that you're logged in at least 15 minutes before the start of the Parents' Evening. Navigate to the Parents' Evening button, as I've shown you, and then click on the first appointment that is there ready to go. As I mentioned before, you have the option of reallocation. That will likely have disappeared by now because you can only reallocate up until 24 hours before, or the option to start the video call. As it approaches 1 or 2 minutes before the first consultation, click on the Start Video Call. This will take you to a holding screen where it will tell you that you're waiting for the teacher to arrive. What will also happen is a pop-up box will likely appear saying that Talaxy wants to use your microphone and your camera. You should allow this. Without allowing this, you will not be able to speak or see the member of staff, and they will not be able to hear or see you. If that box does not appear and you think that they may not be active, you can always click on the padlock at the top of the URL on the web server you are using, as indicated in the photo. If you are using a mobile device, then you will usually get the pop-up that says Talaxy would like to access the microphone and camera. Again, just click Allow. You will then be allowed to click a green Connect button and you'll be put into a lobby waiting for that member of staff. When you enter the lobby, you will see a big black screen, and in the top right, you will see yourself as viewed by the webcam. Underneath that, you will also see a yellow bar that will move between green and red. This is your microphone picking up background noise. If you see both of these things happening, you know that your webcam and your audio have connected. If they haven't, then please click on the padlock on the URL just to double check that you have got those enabled. When the teacher arrives into the meeting, a countdown clock will start, starting at 5 minutes. We've set every parental consultation to be 5 minutes long, with a 1-minute gap in between. When that teacher appears, they will ask you to confirm who you are, just to make sure that you're connected to the right person at the right time. You will also have the ability to mute yourself, which means it will cut down background noise for the member staff so that you'll be able to hear them clearly. You'll also be able to veil yourself, which means you'll be able to black out your screen should you wish to. But initially, that member staff will need to see and confirm who they are talking to. Once the consultation comes to an end within 1 minute of the ending, your screen will start to flash red. That's an indication to you and to the teacher that there is a short amount of time left before you need to move to your next appointment. You may not have an appointment, but the teacher almost certainly will. So they will start to wrap up the conversation and then make their excuses to hang up. You should also do the same. Once you've hung up, you'll be able to then click on the next appointment on your list. If you're using a mobile device, a very similar thing will appear, but the buttons will be at the bottom, allowing you again to mute your screen, veil it, and hang up. The same 1-minute warning will appear at the top of the screen, and again, the member of staff will wrap up the conversation and then leave, as will you, to go to your next consultation. So there are some key points here. First of all, you must ensure you've logged into Talaxy before, you've registered, and on the night of the parents' evening, give yourself plenty of time to log in and navigate to the parents' evening where you can see your appointments. Make sure you've made the appointments in the parents' evening module in good time. Remember, 24 hours before the parents' evening, you will not have the option to reallocate any of the appointments you have made. If you cannot make the parents' evening and you are unable to, you haven't cancelled them, then those appointments will not be able to be taken by another parent. So please make the opportunity to obviously remove any parental evening consultations that you cannot make. Again, ensure you've logged in plenty of time, at least 15 minutes before the parents' evening. Check your video and audio settings. Make sure if you're uncertain in any way, shape or form that you've clicked on the padlock on the URL or you've navigated to the settings on your computer to make sure the webcam and the mic have been enabled. And remember, don't panic. Many schools have had to move to video conferencing as a way of having parental consultations. This is the first time for us, as it's probably the first time for you. And if things don't work, don't worry. We will try and contact you over the course of the parents' evening to try and solve any problems. And if it becomes a real issue, then we will also make sure that we contact you later. If a member of staff has a problem, they will also contact you at a later date just to follow up any concerns.